Hey guys, I'm going to give you a quick overview of Instagram and Twitter using your mobile device because that's usually what you guys are going to be accessing those two applications on. So first things first, you want to make sure that you download the Instagram and the Twitter application onto your iPhone or Android device. Once that's done, you'll go ahead and open up. Let's start with Instagram first. And it's really easy to add another profile to your Instagram account. Say you have your personal one on here. You can add multiple accounts by clicking your username at the top right in the top center, and it has all the accounts that you have access to or want to switch or toggle between. So here I have Langston's, Buckingham's, and River Houses. You can add up to 5 accounts. And that's it. So unfortunately there is a limit here, but if you wanted to, I would just click add account here. But say you don't have multiple accounts already that you can click your username on and see, you have to add them already. So go to the top right hand corner where you see that number 1. If you click on that, it gives you your settings at the bottom. So you want to click on settings at the bottom. And then here, you'll scroll down all the way to the bottom and it gives you the option to add account, log out, or log out of all. So I'm going to add account. And here you would enter your username and password for the account that you want to get access to. And if you need those credentials, just put in a marketing help desk ticket and we can get that handled for you. But you would enter those and then hit log in. Since I already have the account I want access to, I'm just going to toggle to Langston Apartments. And then here you see a bunch of metrics. At the top it says 21 profile visits in the last 7 days. Promotions are something that the marketing team handles, so no need to do anything there. Edit profile allows you to edit either the description that you see Modern Apartments in or the URL that it clicks through to. That's what your edit profile is. And then at the top you also obviously have how many posts you've had, your followers. So these are all of the people who follow you. These are the people you are following. You can see all that here. The big thing is your profile picture also serves as your Instagram story. So if I were to click this, it would show the Instagram story that I posted a couple of minutes ago. And say I want to add more to my Instagram story. All you do is swipe right from your home screen. So I'll swipe to the right and it pulls up all these different features that I have with my Instagram stories. So on the far left is type, so you can type something here. Hi, welcome. And you can, in the top center, you can change the font. And then in the bottom left, you can change the color. And then you just hit this arrow, and then you can add this to your story if you want to. You can add more copy. It's up to you. I'm going to discard this for a second. Live video, I never recommend doing because it disappears after you're finished recording, so it's not really ideal. It disappears after 24 hours. And then normal is just like your normal picture, and then you hold down that center button for video, and then to the right of that is where you can flip it and do selfie mode, or you can add filters, which is that smiley face, and you can add all these different filters. Next is boomerang, which you've probably seen is when people take a lot of pictures front and back and it boomerangs the shot so it goes back and forth. Focus is just like portrait mode that you see with the iPhone 8 and up. Just so great for taking really sharp pictures of people. Super zoom is, I'm sure you've seen it, where they do dramatic super zooms. So I'm going to super zoom my drink. And it's got a cool dramatic effect. These are fun, just as laughs. Rewind plays your video in rewind, and then hands-free is for whenever you're talking to the camera and you don't want them to see you holding down the video button. You can do hands-free. So here I am going to go to normal, and then in the left-hand corner you see a picture that looks like a photo. So I'm going to click that. That's actually your camera roll. And it pulls in the pictures that you've had from the past on your camera on your phone. And so here I'm actually going to select the second one here. I took this a couple weeks ago while I was on property, and it's of like a popular area called Playhouse Square. And this is a great picture, but I want to add some components to it. So in the upper right-hand corner, you see text, a smiley face, and a pen. So I'm going to click the text, and I'm going to write something that goes with this picture. So probably like, and you can change the text just like before. I'm going to do this fancy cursive, and then you can change the color of your text as well. So I'm probably going to do this orange. I'm going to put done. I'm going to center this, and Instagram tells you when you've gone too far up, it gives you this blue bar. That means if you put anything above this content, no one's going to be able to read it. So I always try to keep it in the lines and centered, but you can't see who's checked out. So I'm going to add some background. And then I'm going to use this smiley face as a bunch of options. You could get really deep into the weeds here. You can tag a location, you can mention someone, you can use hashtags, GIFs, you can look up different GIFs of things depending on your category, time, you can ask a question or a poll. Maybe like you could do a poll of what's your favorite amenity, pool or fitness center. There's like so many different options that you can have and post here. I'm going to go ahead and put location. I'm going to do Playhouse Square, and it pulls it up automatically here. 1501 Euclid Avenue, so I'm going to pick that, and if you tap it, it gives you different color options. I'm going to do this. Who's checked out Playhouse Square, and I'm going to continue. I don't want that to be capitalized. Do orange again, hit done. Maybe I'm going to move this guy over a little bit. Same orange. You can also use the erase button if you don't like something. Who's checked out Playhouse Square yet? So this looks good. I like this post. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can save this to your camera roll, or you can add it to your story, and then on the right, you can send it to someone in particular. I'm just going to go ahead and add it to our story. And you can check out your story on the homepage by just clicking your profile picture at the top, and there it is. You can also view everybody else's story and click through those. And then this is your home feed. So if you go to the bottom left-hand corner, it's the home feed. You can see content of people you follow. And it's really simple to like stuff. You just double tap, or you can simply just hit the heart in the bottom left-hand corner of the photo. The next one is commenting. I encourage you guys to comment on stuff on Instagram because it shows that you're being engaging with the community. And then the little airplane looking thing allows you to direct message this image to somebody that you want to send it to, or you can add it to your story now. So you can post this content in your story if it has something that pertains to your property. The right-hand little bookmark option, if you click that, that just saves to your collection, which you can find on your profile by clicking the bottom right-hand corner and then these 3 lines, and then go to your saved, and it shows all of your saved content here. So that's great if you have a resident who tagged you in a picture, but you already have content scheduled for this week. You could save it, and then you could just go back later and pull up that picture again. So it's just great to go through here every now and then and like and comment on people's posts that you're following, just to show that you're being engaging. The Microsoft Glass, whatever you want to call that thing, allows you to search content. So if I wanted to search Cleveland, I go to places, and I can see people who have tagged Cleveland, Ohio in their posts. So I might go through here and like some of this content. Like it looks like people are at the Indians game, so I might like that. This is just an easy way to like check out stories and people who have tagged Cleveland in their Instagram posts. This heart option, which is slightly to the right of the box with the plus sign in it, this is all of the people who have liked your content or are now following you. So it's great just to follow people back, maybe check and see if anybody's commented on your post. So like, looks like this guy commented, and just replying back to those types of people. And then obviously you already know what your profile is. On your profile, there's this new feature where you can add highlights from your Instagram stories. It's right below the address. And here we have like the top 10 reasons to live at the Langston. So if you click on that highlight, it gives you a breakdown of all the great reasons why you should live at the Langston. And it's easy content just to post for your stories. You just hit this new button and you select your stories that you want to share as a highlight. And then you just add them here with the title. So it's really easy to do. So let's add some content right now. You click the square with the plus sign in it, and once you click that, it pulls up your camera roll. So at the top you can click all photos, like any of your saved images are all right here. Or you can take a photo yourself, or you're with my camera, my phone's camera, because it's always better than the photo app on Instagram. So it's just my inside tip. Here I'm going to use this picture of the Langston's light strings. If you double tap the picture and it's not square like this one is, it'll resize it for you, but this one is perfectly square. So I'm going to go ahead and and also right here on the left hand corner, you can hit this button if you want it to resize for portrait, or if you want it to be landscape, I guess is the other one. And then the next one is boomerang if you want to take a boomerang video. The one after that is if you want to make it into a collage and have multiple pictures in one post. And the one on the far right is a carousel post. So if you have multiple pictures that you want to be in a carousel. I don't want to do that. I just want one picture. So I'm going to hit next. And a lot of people love filters. They love adding different things to their posts to maybe enhance them a little bit. I am not that type of person. I like just doing the basic edit right here on the right hand and maybe enhancing the brightness or the contrast and just playing with the original content that I was given. I just think it makes it look more authentic. So I think this post looks really crisp, so I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And here's where I write my caption to go with the image. So I'm going to say, nothing beats Cleveland summer nights. And I hashtagged Cleveland because that's a pretty popular hashtag. I encourage you guys using hashtags in your posts. It gets more engagement and other people to look at your content that might not always see it. And I love emojis. I think they're fun. So I'm going to add a nighttime-esque emoji if I can find one. I'll do like my little shooting star. I always do that. So this looks pretty good. You can always tag people if you want. So I might tag maybe Cleveland State because I'm nearby. I want to go tag heavy on content because people get annoyed when they see so many things tagged. So I think Cleveland State is fine for now. Hit done. And then if you want to add a location, you can search. A lot of properties just use their city that they're in because that gets them a lot of content. You can tag your property if you want to. It's just hard. I don't think a lot of people would be searching for your property on Instagram, but more likely they'd be looking for Cleveland rather than the Langston. So I'm going to do Cleveland, Ohio. And I never post on Twitter and Facebook using these shortcuts because it doesn't look good. It's too sloppy, and I don't think you guys should do it either. I think it takes like 10 seconds to post the same stuff on Twitter and Facebook, so just go the extra mile and post it organically and not use these shortcut features. So I'm going to hit share here, and now this content is posted. And I tried to add another comment of my additional hashtags. So I have Langston Life is one of my hashtags that I use for Langston, Cleveland _state. Cleveland State College. You can go on and on. You can tag anything you wanted to. So I try to keep it pretty short and sweet and hit post. And you're good to go. So that's Instagram. So I'm going to switch gears and go to Twitter real quick. Same thing. You can add multiple accounts to your Twitter page. I keep all of mine logged in as one. So right here I have all of my accounts. And if you need to add an account, all you do is click the button to the right of your profile here. So I just click on the upper left-hand corner for the Langston, and it pulls up these settings. And I just click this ... and at the bottom here it says add an existing account or create a new one, so you can add as many as you want. I have all of ours here, but I'm going to stay on the Langstons because I'm going to post something on here real quick. Obviously, this is the search icon, so you can search your hashtag or trending topics. The bell is your notification, so if anybody's mentioned you or liked your content, it's all here. And then obviously the messaging. Back to Instagram, your messaging is the paper envelope in the top right hand corner, and you can get to it by just swiping to the left, and it has all of your messages here. And Twitter, it's all on the right. So these are all of the messages from the Langston. I'm going to write a post real quick, and you just hit that top right hand corner quill, and it pulls this up, and you can take a picture, or you can go live, or you can use a picture from your camera roll. You also have the option below, you'll see the mountains, which is also the same thing as using a picture from your camera roll right here. You can post a GIF, you can do a poll, and then you can tag your location. I'm actually just going to do a picture because I did a GIF last time. I'm going to use the same picture we did on Instagram. I'm probably going to say the same thing just for time's sake. Nothing beats summer nights in Cleveland. Okay. And if you're posting straight from your phone, you can tag people. So if you click that who's in this photo, it pulls up the ability to tag people. So I'm probably going to do Cleveland State. Done. You can tag more people if you wanted to. And then if you wanted to add a location, since Cleveland is nowhere near Indianapolis, I want to make sure that we are not tagging Indianapolis here. So I'm going to hit remove. And I think this looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit tweet. And now it'll appear in our timeline. So if you click on the logo again, the up left-hand corner, and then you go to profile, it brings up the Cleveland Langston's profile. And then you can also see your tweets and replies, any media content you've had, and all of your likes. As a heads up, whenever you tweet and you're tagging someone right away, it doesn't work. So if I want to tag Cleveland State, the only two people who would see this tweet are Cleveland State people who also follow the Langston, and that's a really small number. So to avoid that, I always put a period in front of the @ symbol. So Cleveland State, and then I would write the rest of my tweet here. And then I would add a picture or whatever and hit tweet. I'm not going to tweet that. And that is a brief overview of Twitter. If you have any questions, especially if you need the login credentials or anything like that, let me know and I can get that for you. Other than that, thanks so much, guys.